We've already had one of our winners semifinals, and now it's time to jump into a second. As in the previous one, we had Zest advancing on to the winners finals, and now we have two equally good Protoss players.
Yeah, this is going to be a fantastic second semifinal that we have for you. We have two players who have shot to the top of their, their fame levels recently for very different reasons.
Yeah.
pigbaby was somebody who wasn't that big for a long time in his career. He was playing in WCS Korea, but made a move over to, of course, WCS America. And then all of a sudden, in one season, to the top, and he becomes a champion. And now everybody knows his name and who he is and where he came from. Whereas on the other side of things, we have CJ herO, who in the Intellistream Masters has just made a home for himself here at the Intellistream Masters. He's played in 3 tournaments that just stand out. First place, and second place at the World Championship earlier this year, where he did play against SOS for that $100,000 winner-takes-all finals. And unfortunately for him, he did lose that. But still, 3 big tournaments at the Intellistream Masters, 2 wins, 1 second place, a fantastic result for him. He's an awesome guy, and he's here looking to go to Canada. Can he be, a player to grab 3 Intellistream Masters championships in StarCraft 2, unheard of before?
He certainly could do with how he's been playing in the past. It's actually funny how that worked out at the Grand Finals in Katowice, because of all the people that could have got second, I think this is horrible to say, but it's like he was kind of the best guy to do it because he'd already won so much money from that season that anybody else getting second there would have just been completely crushed and heartbroken.
Right.
But it was kind of okay that he got second.
Oh, I think that you can look at it in that kind of balanced way, but I'm pretty sure that he didn't take it like that.
Maybe not.
$100,000 is a lot of money that he lost there, especially the way that he lost as well.
Yeah.
But that is in the past. It is a new season of the Intellistream Masters here. We've had 1 fantastic tournament already in China, in Shenzhen, and the second one is just around the corner now. It's not that far at all. We finished with all qualifiers so far, Europe, America, and now we're finishing up the Asian one today, where we will have 2 players to join the already qualified and, of course, the already invited in.
Yeah, and if the Shenzhen final was anything to go by for this entire season, this is going to be a damn good season. Watching Tasia and Solar go at it in that final was fantastic. That was one of the best finals I think I've ever cast, actually.
Yeah, it was one of the best. That was definitely up there for me. Top 3, top 2, maybe even number 1 if I think about it. But if you think about the players that are actually going to Toronto and the players that can join them today, you've got SOS, that champion. You've got MC, who's number 1 in the world currently. You've got Tasia, who just won that Shenzhen tournament. You've got Hyun, who actually after the way that the qualifiers were set up and the invites were set up, he's now number 1, but it was MC number 1 when the invites were done. So they're tackling top 2 in the world in the WCS ranking. Then you've got the qualifiers through First, Massa, Yoda, Pult, Scarlet in Canada, and of course Violet. So you've already got a great set of players, and this tournament's only going to be better because everybody's going to want to play in the open bracket. And that is something that we'll find out later. And actually not that far away now. The announcement for that's not too far away, I think, the open bracket players. But more importantly today, which 2 top-level Koreans will go through.
Yeah, one of these could, pigbaby or herO. You're right in saying that both of them kind of rose to prominence very, recently. And both of them, I would say, kind of rose to prominence in very flashy ways. If you think about how pigbaby played in WCS America last season, and you think back to the way he played the finals, that was, it wasn't the most conventional of Protoss play that he was exhibiting there. And then likewise, herO, when it came to tournaments like Katowice, for example, those weren't the most normal of games either. He kind of got to the very top through some unique style and some unique play.
And remember that, herO, with that unique play, has also been able to back it up with solid play too. He's the most winning player in Pro League this past season, over 8 months worth of games. He was up there with mororO, top 2 players there. I think it was mororO, right, who was also the top winning
I think
player.
so.
Those 2 players, most winning players, got a lot of wins under their belt. And now we'll see if he's able to tackle pigbaby. So 2 different regions of players going up against each other. This should be a good game, a nice PvP here. I do like a good PvP between 2 excellent players. I hope you like my T-shirt. It's my passion T-shirt today, Claris.
I know.
It's my Iron Man T-shirt where you have the heart, which is keeping me alive. I put it on every morning, and when I put it on, I feel like I'm about to achieve something amazing, and I know this is another StarCraft day.
That is a lot of passion. That's a lot of passion right there. I've got my anime t-shirt on, but then again, I have a lot of anime t-shirts, so we don't even need to go there. Okay, so our first map's going to be Overgrowth between these two. I think, you know, a kind of normal customary map to really kind of open up series on. It's kind of being phased out a little bit more. People are coming more used to the newer maps, which is nice to see. A little bit of diversity in the opening of these series. And we are good to go.
The countdown is counting down.
Look, you can even hear it. There you go.
I think that for me watching the Pro League was very good to hear the old brutal countdown again. I mean, you hear it in Pro League all the time, but to hear the silence of the crowd to then the beeping coming in, it's very nostalgic, and it was actually pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I do like the beeps.
It was good. The Pro League final just in general was phenomenal.
But now we'll see which players can qualify that did play in the Pro League finals. So we'll see if we can get some KT boys to Canada.
Yeah, Mr. Zest is on the way, and now he may be joined by either Mr. Pigbaby or herO there in that winners final. So guaranteed our next two matches are going to be PvP.
Yep. Definitely favoring herO here over Pigbaby.
Yeah.
For sure. herO's a multiple Intel Extreme Masters champion. He's a 3-time finalist at the Intel Extreme Masters. Not many people can say that they are a 3-time finalist here. Pigbaby, of course, in his own right, in WCS America, is a champion. But for me, two different types of champions here go head-to-head.
All right, let's get into it. Game number 1 now, as we have spawning up to the top right-hand corner, current WCS America champion. It is Pigbaby. And down to the bottom left-hand corner, we have 2 times Intel Extreme Masters champion. It is CJ herO.
Intel Extreme Masters Singapore 2013. Intel Extreme Masters Sao Paulo 2014. And of course, the World Championships that were held in Katowice earlier this year in Poland. He was the runner-up 3-time finalist. And now goes up against the reigning Captain America. And we'll see how well he'll be able to do here. But as I said before, definitely favoring herO. And herO versus Zest would be one magical top final we could have.
Oh, yeah. I think for me, it's, well, actually, there's so many good Protoss in Korea now. I was about to say, like, herO, Zest, SOS, those 3 really stand out to me. But there's guys like Stork as well in there that really kind of shine through. So I was about to say, yeah, he's like one of the best, and he is, but there's so many good ones over there.
All right. So this is where it begins here on Overgrowth. We'll see which one of these Protoss can Protoss the other player harder.
That's one way to put it.
And already Pigbaby having a quick look on his natural and outside his main base in case herO tried any proxies. And of course, that was something that was extremely common in the last 6 months or so, but has now died down quite a bit. As people are very good at defending and scouting it.
Yeah, people have gotten more used to it. And overall, just double gas openers for both of them here. Let's see how many they put in each gas. It's just 2 and 2 so far for herO, rallying in. So he's going to be on 3-3 very quickly. And then Pigbaby has gone 3-3 from the very get-go. So, he was rallying into the second one, but everything's sorted out. The balance of gas is going to be quite even once they're all rallied out.
The difference between the both of them is just a slightly higher income of gas for Pigbaby. That's pretty much it for the time being. We do see a Zealot being made by herO, but we'll see if he sticks to that. If he's going to play a Zealot, that's a little less common. It's usually used very defensively, of course, like a Zealot running across the other side of the map, not as good as it being used defensively here. He may just cancel it too. We'll see.
And there's the cancel.
Yeah, he may just, I thought so. But from this position, we'll see which tech choices they'll choose. With the Cybernetics core finished up, Mothership core thrown down immediately from Pigbaby. So higher energy will be gained straight away, of course, with it popping out a little bit faster. But likewise, herO follows that closely behind. So Stalker, Mothership core, both players do see that. So they both know there's no fast tech because obviously the gas has been thrown into that 100 Mothership core, 100 gas to buy that, and 50 in Stalker. Twilight versus Stargates.
All right. Neither has been seen, really, by the other.
Nope.
So playing in the dark for now, and they're not going to get too much opportunity to really scout that out for a little bit because those Mothership cores
So the most important part of this game now is we can see what they're doing. Twilight versus Stargate. They don't know that. So it's very important to try to get that information. If you can somehow get that, you gain a massive advantage, obviously. Twilight plays pretty nicely against Stargate. If you use the Mothership core at home to defend and they'll go aggressive blink play, you could do well for yourself. Maybe if you decide to go for like DTs, that can work too in certain degrees here. But it's going to be a Stargate into a Nexus. So Stargate here, most likely for an Oracle, could do damage pretty nicely into the mineral line here. Then backed up by a Nexus. herO spots this. He sees the Nexus timing, which means he knows there's a tech choice right behind that Nexus. Will he find the tech choices? Could be a Twilight Council, could be a Stargate. Less likely to be Robo. He goes in. He's taking hits on that sentry too. Sees the Robo.
Close.
Oh, he goes for the sentry. Doesn't want to get the scout, and he's going to recall out.
That was very, very close. Very, very close. But yeah, he didn't see the Stargate. You're right. So
No, it could be Twilight Council into Robo. It can be, but I think he's reading this to be a Stargate play. This is very common to go Stargate, Nexus, then Robo. Can he defend against the Oracle, though? He's got 4 gateways down, which is hyper-aggressive. But if he loses all his pros before he can get aggressive, then he has no money to be aggressive with. So what does it mean?
He needs to warp in Stalkers, or at least have 1 or 2 back home to be able to defend this. Because
the Mothership got no energy because it recalled.
Exactly. So he's actually moving it to the front. Yeah. I mean, what's the point in having it at the back if you don't have anything there?
Even if pigbaby loses the Nexus, it doesn't matter. He can sit on one base and have a higher pro count and better income than his opponent.
All right. So he's lost quite a few workers, warped in 3 Stalkers, but he's going to lose the Nexus.
As long as he doesn't let the main get breached, that's fine.
Yeah, you're right. And whoop, very close. Blink's not finished, so he isn't able to chase it down. He actually walks straight up the ramp, though.
How did he let this get breached?
Oh, dear.
This is very bad for pigbaby. This is also for herO. That's not meant to happen. You meant to force field that ramp, but unfortunately, for somehow he didn't.
There was only 1 sentry during all of that, and the force field did not do what it needs to.
The Immortal about to pop out. This will help pigbaby defend him. Instantly just 2 shots those Stalkers, so that's a good defense initially there, but it shouldn't have even come down to that. That shouldn't have been breached. Yeah,
a little bit of supply block now for pigbaby, but the Immortal does hold on. Second Immortal was on the way, but because that pylon died, it's on the power, so that's going to be a little bit delayed. And during all of that, how well is the economy looking? Not so great here.
Yeah, 200 minerals difference roughly per minute. The Baby Knight, I don't know why I had Baby Knight. Pigbaby, I guess. Pigbaby has in his advantage. This is good for pigbaby for sure.
All right, Zealot got warped in here, so it can tank a few of the shots from the Immortal if it comes out. But a second Immortal is probably going to shut this down. He has to be very careful about how far he goes here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it pops out right next to these Stalkers. If he doesn't kill that Immortal right now, then this is a big disaster.
herO knows he's in trouble, so he's gambling. He's trying to get these units. He picks off one of the Immortals, will dance around, but he loses a lot there. He's warping in 3 more, so he's going to keep going for it. But the Immortal, trying to chase these down.
Zealot falls.
But the Mothership core now that's starting to gain energy, so Photon Overcharge isn't too far around the corner. Oracle gets shut down. That's good for herO, but has lost a lot.
Still killed a few workers. So all in all, the economy's still in favor of pigbaby.
Yep.
But the way this works out is that these Stalkers can't do a whole lot until they hit like proper critical mass.
Because herO's lost so many probes, he doesn't have the momentum in his income to keep building a high Stalker count, which means he cannot overcome the production of the Immortals here. He'll try, as we can see, he keeps on warping in. He's going to try, but it's going to be very difficult to break this. There's a 3rd Immortal not far away now. As long as pigbaby plays this slowly, doesn't get caught out in the open, which is the best thing for herO, pigbaby's got this, man. 3 Immortals soon.
Yeah, herO, during all of this, he thought that maybe the Stargate was proxied down to the bottom right-hand corner, so he was looking for it. Or even that, he was looking for like a pylon just in case he moved out with that. But he's actually going to blink right onto one of these Immortals. He is caught back here, so he's going to have to try and focus even more down. But good micro from pigbaby. Saves that second Immortal. He gets out, though. But he lost so many Stalkers.
He lost a lot of Stalkers, but 2 Immortals were killed, so... but there's another one coming out here. If that Nexus completes, there will be a Photon Overcharge, right? Or did he lose the Mothership core here?
It's up here.
Yeah, he'll have a Photon Overcharge. So herO's got only a limited time.
Oh, blinks onto the Immortal once again. He brings that down, and now he can kite, because there's only 1 Stalker in this army.
But still, the problem still exists. When that Mothership core is able to land the Photon Overcharge, that buys a lot of time for herO. He's still only building units.
And then during all of that, there's an Oracle on the other side of the map as well.
Yeah, that's something that pigbaby slipped in here, and herO is not going to be able to defend it. He didn't think there'd be another one.
What the? Stargate on the other side of the map here during all of this.
His economy's getting gutted again.
Yeah, he's losing so many workers. He's already lost 16. There's 2 more Stalkers to reinforce, but...
Once again, the Stalker count's going to be halted. He's lost a lot.
Yeah. This is hard, because now he's down to 14 workers over 28 with a second Nexus finished up.
Nexus completed, Photon Overcharge available. He's up to 2 Immortals again. A 3rd one's on the way. pigbaby's holding this. herO has 1 last card, 1 last trick up his sleeve. He can either go for an Oracle to bring all the units to the main base to try to get damage done there. He could build a Void Ray, which is a lot more risky, but deals out more damage. herO's chances and opportunities are running out. He has to do something with this Stargate.
There's just not a whole lot he can do at the front, unfortunately for him. Once the Photon Overcharge is done, then the two Immortals should be able to hold on with the extra units he has at the front. pigbaby is almost doubling his opponent's supply at this point. And the commitment for herO is not going so well. This Oracle's going to have to do so much work at the back.
Yeah. If he can gut the economy, divide the forces, maybe. But I think it's almost too late. The economy's gotten a little bit out of control here.
Oracle passes Oracle. The Stalker's at the front trying to do something, but Photon Overcharge will be done in 6 seconds or so now to be able to fend that off. He doesn't have that many Stalkers and he doesn't have Blink, so hunting this Oracle down could be a little bit troublesome.
Look at the supplies. I mean,
it's difficult.
herO's got an expansion coming in now. He knows it's too difficult to break this. He's tried. It's not going to work. From this point on, he's going to be playing a parallel game in the sense of they're probably going to both start aiming to similar positions, but pigbaby's just light years ahead.
There you go. GG when the Oracle flew in down to the bottom left. He knows it's over.
It's over.
So pigbaby played a good game overall. Good game.
So, you know, the favorite loses the first game, I'd like to say. And I think it's a little bit weird if anyone was to think that the favorite wasn't herO here. But it is pigbaby who plays that out well. But at the end of the day, this is why PvP can be very volatile. He didn't scout the Stargate. He tried to be aggressive there. And then all of a sudden, Oracle goes in, kills your economy, game over.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah. So that's why people, you know, say it's a very volatile matchup, because there are units like the Oracle, like DTs. If you don't spot something like this, the game can just instantly end. And you're like, oh, I didn't even get to try my best. I got killed before I could. It happens.
That's a sad voice that you put on.
Yeah, that happens a lot in PvP.
Yeah. All right. Well, second map's going to be King Sage on Station, as pigbaby currently leads 1-0 over herO, who is normally, I mean, you say he's a favorite, but in general in these qualifiers, he's always here, always performing well, always going far. But he does have a second chance if he loses here, at least. Wait, what? Did I?
We can go into game. I've got to think about something.
Well, okay, let's go into game number 2, mysteriously, as we have...
I was going to say, do you think there's any non-Kesper players that can play and get through this qualifier? And then I was like, wait a minute. Are there even that many in this?
Uh-oh.
And then I was like, wait a minute.
Real talk right here.
Jim, Tudming,
yeah.
and Revival.
Revival.
That's it.
That's it. Is it Kesper domination?
Yeah, of course. So we're most likely going to see 2 Kesper players go through. And now with the off-season, it's time for them to get packing, go on their holidays, and start conquering the world.
Yeah, I guess so. Because it's going to be a few months before we have the next Pro League season coming around, right?
Pro League preseason last year started in December.
Yeah.
And the real season didn't start until like February.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Or maybe February.
Somewhere down the line, yeah.
Like mid-Feb, I think it was. So we're talking a long downtime if it's some schedule similar.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of time to conquer. And also with BlizzCon coming up,
they want the points.
They need the points if they're going to go. That's the one big thing that everyone's talking about right now, is that, you know, the Kesper players aren't where they should be in the rankings. Opportunities are ahead. There's IEMs left over this year. There's DreamHacks left over this year. Kesper Cup's coming up shortly as well.
Get those Kesper players out there, Kesper.
And with 2 players qualifying here, which are most likely going to be both Kesper players. Of course, we definitely have a Kesper player in first place. And it's very, very likely we'll have in second place too, unless there's, you know, a miracle happening down there.
Yeah. All right. Well. Jaedong's in there as well, if we think about it, being on EG. But
well, I classify him as a Kesper player.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. This is already getting off to an interesting start as we have a probe down here for herO.
Whoa, we're seeing a pretty fast Stargate then, this will be.
Yeah, very fast.
Very fast.
And
super duper fast.
Probey for pigbaby is going to get over there and be like, where's your second pylon?
Yeah, that's good that he's scouting this early.
Yep.
Usually you don't scout this early. Sometimes you don't scout at all. If you think about the probe scouts last game, they arrived just around the Mothership Core and Stalker. But this time it's much, much earlier here for pigbaby. So he's going to go in and be like, wait a minute.
Uh-oh. I know what's going on here.
Yeah, but will he be able to guess what it is? It could still be DTs.
Yeah, you're right.
But with the amount of Chrono Boost that's in there, in the Nexus, now being used, does push more to Stargate. Are you going to Chrono Boost DTs out? Are you really worried about proxy blink? So I think he's gonna know. He's actually, where's his mothership core of his own?
Mr.
On his way. It'll probably
Babies.
scout around his base, right?
Yeah.
Is it waypointed or?
It's actually going towards the minerals right now, but
It
he could
should
happily
be going around.
Yeah.
You have to look around with this.
I mean, like up to the top right and over on the left-hand side
Yeah.
are two big locations where it can. And look,
Yeah.
he's already on the way. Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah.
he'll get rid of that and then he'll keep going.
To. And then,
Oh, look. Hi.
oh.
Well, then.
All right, so if you think about it, if this Oracle doesn't deal damage, a Chrono Boosted second Stalker, by the way, because he won't have time for the Photon Overcharge, and he's gone Stargate of his own too, which is really cool.
Yeah, it
Stargate
is.
versus Stargate with one Stargate that could potentially be turned off pretty fast.
Yeah, there's only going to be an Oracle out of this, and then that's pretty much it.
2 Stalkers. He still will get a couple of probe kills, but not much, I think, with 2 Stalkers out.
Yeah, pigbaby's really well prepared. I'm actually quite surprised that hero's gone for these kind of more aggressive routes in this series.
Just 2, 3.
Oh, is he going to lose it? Oh, no.
He did spot the Stargate of his own, though,
Oh.
of Pigbabies, but he's in bad position now. The Phoenix will scout the Twilight Capsule, whether it be Blink or DT, doesn't matter, it'll scout it. And from this position, Pigbaby's in really good shape.
Yeah, he is.
Really good shape.
Now look at this. The Stalker's also scouting out around him, his perimeter, just to make sure that nothing crazy is going on. But
hero's probably just going to go for a big Blink play off one base. But Pigbaby, all he needs to do is identify what is the follow-up. And then you just got to get either a Robo down before the Nexus, depending on how greedy you want to be. Just get a Robo down and start thinking about getting Immortals out fast again. Use your Phoenixes to assist with attack or defense. And here he goes. He's going to go, all right, cool, Blink.
All right, yeah.
All right, and at this point, you kind of depend on how greedy you want to be or how safe you want to be. And it's going to be the Robo straight away. He'll just start Immortal production.
Yeah.
He'll defend one base with his Mothership Core. He'll use Phoenixes or a Phoenix or 2 Phoenixes, whatever, just to look around, keep control of the game. And just get, like this, perfect, you know?
I mean, the story of this game is, the story of this entire series so far for me is that Pigbaby has just had good information at all points against his opponent.
Look at that. He's another probe. He's like, I'll take damage because you do not have a probable pylon anywhere on this map. And if you send out another probe, I'm going to try and get it down too. See?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's like,
oh,
all right.
no. Oh.
Hero can't even be aggressive.
No, this is really sad for him. Oh, takes a little bit of damage, but Phoenix is surprisingly tanky against Stalkers.
With Phoenix's control in the skies here, there's no way to blink inside the main. Mothership Core's not going to get close. Observers are non-existent. So he only can attack at the front. With a Nexus on the way, Photon Overcharge, double of them, by the way, too.
Yeah.
And Immortal production. How is he going to do this?
It's going to be very difficult indeed. Again, I have to reiterate, I'm surprised that herO has taken these aggressive stances because Pigbaby, as long as he's able to spot it out, which he has been able to each time, he's playing great against it. A really good defensive setup.
Even if herO kills the Nexus, what do? Reset the Nexus versus Nexus count with a guy who has like 2 or 3 Immortals and you have 0? So he needs to do more than just cancel the Nexus at this point.
Yep, he's going to try for the cancel. These Phoenix are still sharking around at the back, having a look around, seeing where the reinforcement point is. He sees how far it is back, which he's given me a good peace of mind.
He's gonna, he needs to buy some time. He needs that Nexus to complete to really make sure he holds this.
Good focus down of the Sentry there to start things off by herO, but...
Photon Overcharge time.
Yeah.
2 Immortals.
I don't know how he's going to break this. It's
I'm
now
not sure
impossible.
He can. I'm not sure he can. He'd have to jump on the Immortals.
I mean, he doesn't even have a Mothership Core at this point, does herO, for any high ground vision. He tried to get the Mothership Core himself, but it's not enough.
It looks like America's better than Korea, boys.
Yeah.
America's better than WCS Korea. What's up, America?
And we had Tasia beat Zest at the previous Intellect Stream Masters, so America does well. All right, so tries to focus down the Nexus a little bit and then get a few Stalkers, blinks out. Doesn't lose as much there, to be honest, but he's lost so much during the entirety of the game. This is hard. And he just keeps an eye. He knows that there's no Nexus down. He knows that there's no plan B right now for herO just yet. He needs to do damage, otherwise he is not going to win. This could be the damage, though. I know. He's still taking so much. He gets 1 Immortal for...
Guardian Shield's up too. Another one bites the dust. What are you going to do, Twitch?
This is brutal. This is brutal. That was brutal. Oh, look, he sees the probe come back. He's like, pick it up, pick it up. Oh, he's so good. Pigbaby is so good.
Yeah, this has been a good series from him. And, you know, herO's a fantastic player, but Pigbaby's played this series very well. Of course, he's got the better end of the build orders.
Those damn stalkers, get off my lawn. It just, oh, these
But the way that
Phoenix.
herO played this game, it was, you know, when you do something risky like that, and if it's scouted, the proper precautions were there from herO. It's, I mean from pigbaby, it's as simple, man. It's like a cheese. It gets scouted and doesn't do damage, and you're in bad shape.
Yeah. And PvP has just gotten further than that now, I feel. Like, of course you can do one-base build, but if you go run up against someone like pigbaby who is going to scout you out, who is going to play very nicely defensively, then you're not going to break this easily at all.
Yeah, this is a very, very bad position, obviously. The double gases are in much faster. Pigbaby can use his Phoenixes to scout, which means he doesn't need a high sentry count at this point. Well, how many does he have? 2? Oh, 3, okay. He didn't need to have a high sentry count. I guess they were built before. But he has free scouting from his Phoenixes that he's kept alive here. He can look to play it out. I guess he could throw down Forges soon, or a Forge and play it out that way. He could start to get a Twilight Council, go Blink of his own, and go for an Immortal Blink play. There's actually a couple of ways to finish it up. Depends on if you want to be patient or not. If you want to be patient, then you just actually get +1 attack. You throw down the Robotics Bay, like now, or depending on the style you want to play, of course. And you just look to take a third very soon. And there's nothing that herO can do.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an army. He doesn't have an income to build an army. What does he do?
I mean, this is the attempt, right? A little bit of harassment with the Magic 4 Stalker number to one-shot probes, but there's an Immortal in the mineral line already waiting for something like this. So pigbaby is so precaution-heavy, it's fantastic.
Yeah, these are the type of jabs that herO has to make to get himself back in. 3 probe kills for nothing, that's good. Or 1 Stalker. Warp Prism could come in handy too, to try to get drops in, something like that. That's good as well.
Yeah.
But overall, trying to find a win in this kind of position is very, very rare. Very rare.
Yeah, at least he saw the Robo Bay, but I mean, with that there and how he's going to try and combat this, he doesn't really have huge amounts of tech of his own. He has the +1 weapons on the way, sure, which is technically faster than pigbaby's now, but against Colossus numbers, if you don't have them, it's not going to make the biggest of differences.
Trying to think. I'm looking at herO's production tab and just trying to figure out where he's going to look for this angle. And currently, it's only with these Stalkers. More and more Stalkers being built. He hasn't even gotten the gases on the natural yet.
Doesn't even have a Robo.
So maybe, it's just super high Stalker count. Like that's what it's looking at currently. Just super high Stalker count.
Go.
But obviously, everyone knows that. I actually played team games with people before. Like, yeah, man, I'm just going to build Stalkers. I'm like, yeah, it's a great idea. Then eventually I'm like, no, it's a really bad idea because, they're not very good. Oh, eventually.
At least he gets the Phoenix, but now this entire army is moving across the other side of the map and there's 4 Immortals in it.
Even with the amount of Stalkers here, I think 4 Immortals is still going to be good enough.
Yeah.
If he picks them off, though.
Yeah, if he catches them, that's nice. That's actually a really good start for herO.
Yep.
1. Second one could easily go down if he just controls this nicely. 1 Stalker or 2 Stalkers died off in that.
I mean, pigbaby doesn't need to play like this.
Ooh, whoa.
This is where people like Autosis just get mad because you don't need to do this. You just have to defend. Look, another one because he's overly aggressive.
Okay.
This can be the comeback.
Yeah.
Or the start of one.
Well, he needs to blink away, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of firepower that pigbaby has, even after those Immortals died.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to try and go for the kill here.
Don't you get caught, Colossus. Don't you get caught. Don't you dare. I had too many Colossi in the Pro League finals. That was terrifying. All right, these Stalkers are going to go around the other side and try and do some harassment. He needs to buy time because he cannot fight this army straight on, even though he killed 3 Immortals just now. Phone Overcharge is going to hold on with this, but the army that's flooding over here for pigbaby is just monstrous. Oh no. Well, catches 1 Colossus, which is nice at least, but he sacrifices almost all of his Stalkers for that.
It doesn't look like he's going to hold this, though, does it?
No. That's a lot of firepower.
Pigbaby coming in with the American flag on his shoulder.
herO down and out, pulling the probes.
Probes, 3 sentries, and a handful of Stalkers against this. I think we all know which way this is going to go. And from the very start of the game, pigbaby's had an advantage. He carried it through. There was a couple of shaky moments, of course, with losing random Immortals in the middle of the map, but it looks like pigbaby should be able to do this. Yeah, 1 Colossus falls, but at the expense of what from herO? I mean, he's already lost so much of his supply. Pigbaby looking to solidify this position, and there's not much you can do against the army. Sorry, herO. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
We're really sorry for you. You're a 3-time finalist, but I'm sorry.
You don't get to apologize in Canada.
You don't get to go through into the finals in this tournament, which means as pigbaby destroys the second base of herO, that we will have pigbaby versus Zest as our next game in the winner bracket final. One more best of 3 to determine who will be first place in this Asian qualifier. And it's not just today's qualifier either, as they've had to go, well, kind of had to go through another qualifier before. There were a couple of people invited into this one, of course, but herO being one of those, and pigbaby actually, but...
He's actually holding on well, to be fair. He got a Colossus just then, but I don't think he has the Stalker numbers to continue on with this, surely. And even if he does, he has such a crippled income. But as you said, this is just a tournament of champions, man. It's from 2 champions to then pigbaby versus Zest, a WCS American champion versus a GSL champion. So this is going to be a slow death for herO unless he pulls a rabbit out of his hat with all of these Stalkers, but...
Do you know the possibility of a Korean player playing a StarCraft game to pull a rabbit out of a hat that he's probably not wearing or has one close?
That's a low possibility.
Which probably means he's going to lose this game.
Yeah, I think so too. Guardian Shield's going to soak some damage, and he's trying to break down the rocks in a little cute move. He doesn't actually have any high ground vision, so the Stalkers have to go around, but this is going longer than I was expecting, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's 1 base versus 2.
Yeah.
So obviously the longer the game goes on for pigbaby, the larger of an army he shall build. He's getting Blink, which is something he should have gotten earlier in this game just to kind of match herO's Stalkers, because... Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah, this is, there's a lot of Stalkers here for herO, but is he going to break this? Mobility does not become an issue anymore for pigbaby, considering he's just sat on a Nexus. herO?
Is he going to go Stargate? That would be so funny if he did.
I have this really good idea.
I did it last game, but...
He's rebuilding the Nexus.
Okay.
With Blink, when that is finally done, there will be no run around. There will be no jumping around with these Stalkers and strafe jumping or whatever people like Carmack call it. You know, there's just simple, matched up, equal abilities. There's no running. There's no hiding.
Yeah.
You shall die.
Your sneaky Catwoman tactics are not going to work this time. Pigbaby, he's going to Batman it up and shut that down. As now... herO is just going to poison himself outside here. Sadly, this Zealot doesn't have full information on the fact that there is a Nexus going down as well, but pigbaby feels so comfortable right now that Zealot was just scouting out every base location just in case there was another Nexus somewhere.
So the one thing that herO's been holding on to is his Stalker count. What's the Stalker difference between the two of them now, right?
17 to 26, so in favor of pigbaby.
Yeah. Time to jump.
Yeah.
Fly.
Oh. Fly, my pretties.
Think happy thoughts.
I don't think he'll be thinking too many very soon.
Yeah, he's
Poor
going to
guy.
chase these down, and that is the last bastion of herO. Well, actually,
Yeah.
Photon Overcharge will do that one. He's looking for them. And this is weird now, as herO goes for this.
It's the base trade. No, he's going to come back for the defense. He's going to turn around again. What are you going to do? Nothing. Base trade. Yes. Oh, cutting off reinforcements. Wow. Pigbaby has a really big army now that I'm looking at this chunk and then the chunk up to the north as well. Oh, dear. All right. Those Stalkers can't stay there because they're 2 Immortals. And now we have the frontal push against all of those sentries, which didn't buy the time that they really wanted to.
Tickle me with your laser.
GG. All right. Pigbaby takes the series and he goes up against Zest.
That's right. So we've had 2 games, 2 semifinals. Zest 2-0 over Flash. And now pigbaby 2-0 over herO, which means we have, within our next game, our next series, a final best of 3 to determine which player will go through in first place in this qualifier to get that ticket, to get that hotel, that comfy pillow and bed in Canada, and compete in the Intel Extreme Masters second tour of this season in Canada, Toronto. It's going to be a fantastic tournament. Who's going to go there first, though, to make sure they do go? Because the loser, of course, is not out and does fall down to the lower bracket and have another opportunity, another chance to qualify. But down there, we have people like Flash, who is looking to get back up on the saddle. We have Jaedong down there and a couple of other awesome players as well.
Yep, that's true. All right, join us after the break, guys, when we have our winners final. It's going to be pigbaby going up against Zest.